Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Today will just sort of be an overview of my functional nurse practitioner appointment I had yesterday. I will say that I don't have any treatment at the moment. I'm waiting for her notes and recommendations to populate in the portal. But we are going to be doing some things based on my lab results. So my lab results, some of them did improve, which is always nice. So my C4A, which is an inflammatory marker, did go down. Other things were like normal, like my levels of like immunoglobulins and stuff like that. So that was good. She did test me for a lot of like viruses, like latent viruses, like Lyme, Epstein-Barr, all of those. And some of them did come back with very high IgG levels. Now, normally IgG is a measure of like past infection, but my IgG is so incredibly high that she's considering it to be a reactivation. In the functional world, she says that if it is 6 times higher than like the upper limit of what's considered positive, they consider it a reactivation. For example, one of my lowest number that was above normal was 9 times higher, and my highest was 57 times higher than what's considered a positive IgG level. So I'm not sure what we're going to be doing about that, but we're going to be doing something. We also retested my homocysteine level. The thought was that hopefully it would be improved because of all the supplements I'm taking, but it did not improve. It is still below the threshold of the test, which is 3, so it is still lower than 3. Not really sure what else to do about that. The normal thing homocysteine is tested for is sort of cardiovascular health, but on the other extreme, when it is too low, it could mean your body has a lot of oxidative stress and it is using it all up. And that means when you have more stress, oxidative stress, you don't have the ability to like combat it as much. And it just sort of throws off a lot of other things in your body as well. So we are going to be doing the NutrEval system test again, which is the urine and blood work I did like almost 6 months ago now. So we'll see what that shows. Hopefully there's been improvement. If not, I will probably ask her what the benefit of continuing the supplements are. As I said in a recent video, I am spending almost $400 a month on supplements, so I expect to see improvement on the NutrEval test. Time will tell, I guess. The homocysteine level still being so low is not encouraging, I guess. And then the last test that was abnormal looked at free light chains, which are normally something that's tested for a condition called amyloidosis. I did have this test done back in, I guess it was 2022, the first time I went to Cleveland Clinic, and one of the kappa light chains was elevated, but the ratio between them was still normal. And now that light chain is more elevated. The second one is lower, and now the ratio is elevated. We don't really know the significance of that. It's something that we'll test again in a few months to see if it continues to get higher, if the ratio continues to be elevated, and then we'll sort of make a determination as to whether I should see a specialist. And the reason I'm not seeing a specialist currently is because the definitive diagnosis for amyloidosis is a biopsy of either the bone marrow or the affected organ, which in my case might be the heart. And neither of us believe anyone is going to do a biopsy on me. That's as invasive as those biopsies are. So we don't really see a point in pursuing it at the moment. And I 100% agree with that plan to see what happens a third time, because 2 data points isn't really a trend. I want at least 3 before I say like, oh, it's trending upward. So we'll see what happens when I get the test again in a 3-6 months time period. So that was what the appointment was. Just, other than that, like, just validation that my doctors aren't doing anything, and it's sort of unbelievable, really. I'm still considering making her my primary doctor. At this point, my insurance is denying the claims that I've submitted. I was expecting them to be put towards my out-of-network deductible, but for some reason they are denying it. I don't know why. They're saying something about the CPT codes. I don't know. But at this point, she is literally the only doctor I have that is doing something. And I know she's not technically a doctor, she's a nurse practitioner, but whatever. She's doing something. Unfortunately, she can't do something about, like, the heart failure or the pulmonary hypertension, for example, because she's not a specialist, but she's at least trying to get my body functioning better, which is more than I can say about any of my other doctors. So we'll see if I decide to make her my PCP or not. It's really just going to depend on what my budget looks like come the beginning of the year, when all of the yearly bills come due and I see what I have left over. Because since it is a concierge service, there is an upfront sum of money that you pay to sort of have concierge service. So like I said, we'll see. Oh, that is gonna be it for this video. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day whenever it is you're seeing this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.